Hey guys, and welcome to this week's Just In. Once again, it is just me on my own due to people not being about. It's really difficult doing this show over summer, but I'm keeping it going. Now, due to the fact that DC, like I said, has just completely pushed everything back, it's confused the crap out of me. This week, I thought I was picking up Action Comics, and it's not out till next week. I picked up Ultimate End issue 4, but as I said, I'm going to wait until all 5 issues are out and then just do it as an episode of From the Vault. So really, all I've got for this week's Just In is what came out last week. Obviously, I wasn't able to do an episode last week for Just In, so here's like a bit of a catch up, I guess. And we're doing I tried, because my posters and set and stuff had to be taken down. So rather than putting it all back up to take it all back down, I thought I could use my TV as a background. But as you can see, it just looks terrible. But anyway, we're going to be doing Superman 42. Absolutely loved this. The Truth storyline, I think, we've got this month, and then it winds down in September. And then Dark Side War carries on. Then we have Robin War starting in December. So that's cool. The interesting thing about this cover is obviously it has the Truth and Justice on there. And just from I thought the cover was absolutely great. And like that in itself, I feel is like it's going to become a pretty iconic image. With this issue, we meet up with everyone. We find out, Clark's okay. And then these weird, like, undead ninja show up. And Clark's like, they had no heartbeat, so that's why I couldn't hear their heartbeat until they were here. And he just goes to work on, being fucking kick-ass and just kicking the crap out of him. And we just get such a cool moment whereby, like, Lois basically says she's noticed patterns between, like, Superman and Clark Kent. And she's like, I know, but I need to find out for myself, because obviously she's just watched him fucking be Superman. So yeah, she starts tearing off his clothes, and then he stood there in his Superman gear, and he's like, well, I'm sorry, and she just really kicks off about it. So yeah, obviously Lois Lane in this continuity didn't know who he really was, so she's not a happy bunny, to say the least. But we find out that this woman Candicia works for a like crime syndicate called Hoarder, and they want to infiltrate it. And in order to do that, everybody needs like this specialist mask made. It's like their symbol, recognizable symbol. So they go to Toy Master, and Toy Master is going to put the masks together, and then Candicia is going to code them. And she has like the superpower. She just kind of like talks in code to things. It's it's quite cool, but weird. Not something I saw coming, to be honest. They go on to this crime syndicate base, and they are looking for Hoarder Root, who's like the big bad boss, and Clark's texting buddy from a couple of issues ago. And it's this idea that everybody who works there, Hoarder Root has a secret about them and uses that as leverage against them. I swear, I'm trying to think where I've seen this idea before. It's really going to annoy me because I know there's something in particular that I like. It's definitely been used before in comic book terms. Anywho, so they're on this crime syndicate base, and Hoarder Root is like, we have intruders. And so Superman just fucking starts going all Superman and just beating the crap out of people. And it's kind of hinted at that Candicia set them up, and she makes it clear she really didn't want to, but she's got a secret, so she had to. Clark starts like fighting with all these robots, and he's like, I'll hold them off and you go and save yourselves. And like Jimmy catches up with Condicia, and yeah, they have their little talk. And Lois ends up going behind Root and like smashing his face in, and she's like, "Oh, well, you're just a kid." By smashing his face in, I mean she smashes his mask off, and she's like, "Yeah, you're just a kid. I don't get it." And then Root's like, "This, yeah, I was just using this body," and he starts to like vanish away, which was quite interesting. And his like little character trait is that he says "sort of" a lot, like after his sentences. It's just a weird character trait that he seems to have. Jimmy's able to like take over. Like Root was on this big like projection body to talk to his workers, and Jimmy takes it over, and he's sort of saying, "Everybody get out of here." And they're like, "Oh, you know, we shouldn't listen to him." And they're like, but then again, they have managed to like take over, so they're like, "Shit." So all the workers start to get out as Clark is doing his solar flare thing. And what's interesting is we see a figure who approaches Superman and touches him, and Superman just like collapses. But we see by the end of the issue that Lois is kind of like, "Please be okay, Clark," as they're escaping from this crime base. And it's interesting because when Clark gets touched and he collapses, I'm thinking that may be the moment of his powers being like drained out of him. Obviously now we have the troubling relationship between Clark and Lois. We know that this Root guy knows Superman's secret identity. It's just about finding out now how it gets leaked to the public, because I think it says in like Action Comics and stuff that it was Lois that did it, but it'll be interesting to see how that comes about. Really, really did enjoy this. I would definitely recommend it, because I know so many people who aren't a fan of the Superman character, but I'm absolutely loving this. I really love the art in this as well. This is being written by Gene Yang, drawn by John Romita Jr., who I love his art. And really, that's all I can say about this one, I guess. I'm really excited to see where this goes, because I think, yeah, we've got 2 more issues of this in the Truth storyline, like 2 more issues of Action Comics and all the rest of it. So we'll have to see how this big sprawling event will end, which I'm excited for. Not sure now what will be on next week's show, because it should be Action Comics. I think Secret Wars is out next week, but then I also have Batman and Batman Superman on my list, but they might be pushed back a week, so we'll have to see come next week. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below with your thoughts on the book. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, plus loads of other stuff. Go over to facebook.com/musicninjamat. That's my main hub for everything, where you can find out about news, competitions, videos, all the rest of it. You can also go to Twitter and go to @musicninjamat. You can ask me a question and you'll get a shout out on the videos, and you can use the hashtag comic comments, and also use the hashtag MusicNinjaMat. Spread the love. Hashtag. And finally, go down in the description. There's details about competitions down there, as well as there being the playlist where you can watch any episode of Justin or From the Vault. Thanks guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.